Hey everybody, I'm here in the barn today because I wanted to demonstrate what happens to my wedding if it's looking and sounding a little bit like today with some clouds and some thunder. What happens to my wedding if there's that 4-letter R word predicted for my ceremony? Everybody wants an outdoor ceremony, but the beauty about booking at the barn at Crescent Lake is that we have this remarkable Plan B location that does have a roof and still gives the outdoor feel, plus the backdrop of the lake. So if necessity requires that we move your ceremony into the lodge, here's what's going to happen. Right behind me is the middle of the lodge, and on either side right now are picnic tables, but that's where the seating would be. You can also opt to have your ceremony facing this fireplace, but we're going to try to move in any decor that you had originally set for your outdoor ceremony into the barn. So this includes any arches, aisle decor, signage, fruit water station, if you have a table for a Unity custom, anything like that. The only thing that we would not be able to do is if you have anything hanging in the tree, like any of the draping or either the chandeliers. So if you are required to move inside, couple things. Technically, the rule is that the rain call is going to be made by the day of coordinator by 1 o'clock. Sometimes our day of stretches out a little bit depending on the prediction, the percentage of the forecast, if it's looking like it might clear up or if it's looking pretty certain that it's going to rain, as well as the amount of guests who are coming. Now, typically, it's going to be standard seating is the benches in here. All the picnic tables are going to be moved to the sides here. We will place the DJ typically in this back corner, which is closest to the walkway, closest to the road, because there's an outlet there. And the bar usually sets up right along this wall where the fan is located right now, just because it's easiest for them to move items back in for the reception. If you decide early enough in the day, if you've upgraded to the white wedding chairs for your ceremony seating, and if you've decided early enough in the day that you want to have the ceremony inside, then we are able to set up the white chairs instead. If we initially set them up outside and then have to switch things in here, we're not switching all the chairs back. We just can't do this back and forth of 100 chairs. We don't have the staff or the time to do that. So if you initially say, let's set up the white chairs inside, then that's what we're going with. But if you want to try to risk it and chance for the outdoor ceremony and have the white chairs set up outside, and we have to move it in kind of on the fly, then it's going to be the benches. If you have 75 guests or more, then the cocktail hour is also going to be held in here immediately after. Actually, usually the day of coordinator will give you the option if it's seriously downpouring and the wind is blowing. Sometimes it might just be too much coming in through these openings here, and so you can hold the cocktail hour inside. But typically for larger groups, 75 and up, the cocktail hour will be in here as well. For under 75, the cocktail hour is just going to be in the barn. So the DJ and the bartender setup that I mentioned before is for the cocktail hour if it's in here instead. And again, the 4 cocktail tables are going to be placed on either side. Lots of nice space in the middle here for your guests to mingle around. We'll move the lawn games and the appetizer table and everything that's supposed to be set up outside in here as well. Let's see. We recommend that the bridal party drives themselves over if it's really coming down. Typically, about 15 minutes before the ceremony site, we'll get the ladies from the cabin in the golf cart, but you're just going to get wet in the golf cart. So if you're able to kind of carpool in one or two of your biggest vehicles over there and drive yourselves over. And then depending on the size of the bridal party and kind of logistical things that your day of coordinator will work out at the rehearsal. Again, he will rehearse the rain backup plan at the rehearsal the day before. The bridal party would either line up underneath the awning of the restrooms in the office and come through this door, follow back along the fireplace, and then this would essentially be the aisle. Or They might even line up outside that far door, and the garden area by the outdoor ceremony site would be that's covered as well, and that would be where you line up and enter from. So kind of different options that you can work out with the data coordinator at the rehearsal. But we do recommend driving yourselves, and bride, we got you covered. Actually, all bridal party members, we got you covered because the staff is going to meet you at the vehicles, bring you to the covered area under umbrellas, and will carry you or cover you with the umbrellas from wherever you're lining up to inside here. So, and then bride, we've got extra parasols to kind of cover your whole body, so nobody sees you until you officially are walking with your escort. Now, if you're driving yourselves over, we do kind of want to reserve the majority of the spots in this front lot by the restrooms for the bridal party members. Even the groomsmen, if you have to cart some stuff over, you can park there. So the main guest parking is still going to be in the far lot. Guests can be dropped off by the restrooms, but they should still have a designated person to go park back there, just because there's only so many spots in this small lot, which again is typically reserved for just drop-off and handicap parking. And then lastly, good photo spots if you're not able to get your outdoor pictures. Obviously in here is covered. You can also, if you have the cocktail hour in here, you can move your bridal party and immediate family into the barn when all the guests are still hanging out in here, and do some photos in there during cocktail hour. The nursery, which I'll show you back here. I don't know if you can see it. That covered pavilion, which has a chandelier, that's a really cute little covered area. And the terrace up top of where the groomsmen get ready is also covered. So those are some options too. However, we've had a couple brides and grooms who do some rain photo shoots with the umbrellas, and they've actually gone viral. So that could be super cute as well. So just kind of the plan of what happens if it's going to, again, 4-letter R word. I don't want to say it too often, but you can see the drops starting to come down here on me now. So I'm going to head back in, and if you have any questions, let me know.